Alrighty, the T-34 Y5 thing that we all got given in the event like ages ago. Just picked it up, started playing it properly. Bit post facto, just showing you the loadout and what's going on with it. Found it to be, without any spoiler alert at all, a very, very nice tank indeed. I'll play a couple of games. First game will be an ace. Took me 40 odd games, pretty high bar on this tank, or maybe I was just unlucky, or maybe I'm just crap. Who's to say? But anyhow, I think that's kind of indicative of the tank. I was doing some nice numbers in it and getting seconds and third classes. And I was thinking, okay, so people must be doing pretty well in it. If I could be asked, I'd look at the server and see what people have been doing. So, attributes of the tank, as you can see, it's pretty damn mobile, which is nice. It has a reasonably good gun. It's a bit Russian. It's not particularly accurate. After I'd played the tank for a bit, I sort of started really aiming. I know it sounds stupid, but really being very deliberate, waiting for the radical to drop all the way pretty much before I took my shots. And that's kind of typically Russian. And you can argue it's kind of best practice anyway. So you're not going to snapshot that much stuff in this, but there you go. In terms of the pen on the gun, it's not bad at all. You can see I've switched up to Pramo for the PZ, mainly because I was shooting through the turret. I should have then switched down to AP and probably would have cleared him in one shot and not taken him there. That's just bad driving by me. So I basically flank round and I'm going to put shots into the side of the red guys as they come across the map and farm some damage out of them, because I mean, to be fair, I've gone to the effort of contesting this corner, so might as well make the most of it. I'm going to get slotted by the KV-1 in a minute. There you go, that's bad driving from me as well. He was side on, should have focused the KV-1, should have also re-camoed, should have really done a lot of things. There you go, that's kind of the accuracy on the gun. It will troll you a little bit, bounce the arse on the KV-1. That said, the arses of KV-1s bounce a lot of stuff, don't they? So there you go. So I'm going to kind of push on round and try and clear this KV-1 because he's putting fire down into the good guys and he's obviously got a nasty gun, so he can go. Done. And then I'm going to move into the last two and try my best to save the T-34 Y5 thing down there. The armour profile on the tank, it's okay. It's not super tough. Get some bounces on the turret if you angle the front. Also get some bounces. Usual rules apply. Anything in the side, anything in the arse is going to go through. Tier 6, obviously you've got to be very careful because most things will pen. I've noticed with things like ARLs, big heavy tanks at tier 6, that you will need to be using APCR to get through them, at least frontally if you're not driving through them, so be prepared for that. I get up tiered quite a lot, and I think the tank really does hold its own even at tier 6, so that's no problem even if you're spending time there. You might need to fire some more Pramo, but hey, you can get through, and you can be an asset to the team and all the rest of it. Yeah, you see the little drop out there, that was in fact not the recording, it was actual lag in the game. I've been playing with some quite bad lag recently. It's not Wargaming's fault, it's the internet in rural Derbyshire being shite. Anyhow, AMX cleared out, boom, so long, thanks for the hit points. I thought you had quite a good game. And there we have it, that should be enough to secure the ace in the tank. As you saw in that game, it's quite a mobile tank. It'll chase down an AMX, which is a fast tank, pretty effectively. So, that's nice as well. So you kind of got a lot of average things going on, but yet, kind of when you put them together, you end up with a tank that just, for me personally, just kind of works. It's nicely balanced. There's a lot of things that it should do well. It does a lot of things well. I wouldn't say it did any one thing excellently, but I just think for a giveaway tank, it's a Bobby Dazzler. Percentage win rate rise, last time I looked I was, I think, early 70% after 40 odd games. So I would think if you drive the tank with care, you should easily be able to get anywhere between 55 and 70% over 40-50 games in it. So second game, and I want to show this game not just because of the gameplay, because of the tank, but also actually because of the gameplay. And I've noticed this a fair bit in Blitz recently, and I want to have some open dialogue about it. Has anyone else noticed that this game has got extremely campy at all tiers? I mean, tier X for me has always been a camp fest. Sorry, there's going to be people who play a lot of tier X come on channel and get irate about that statement. But yeah, I think it is. If you try and move the map in the current meta of Blitz, kind of what just happened to me is what will happen to you. And like, part of it was my fault, right? Light bulb came on, I got greedy, I wanted a shot into the Crusader, and I got slammed from something like 5 different directions because everyone is camping. That they are all literally camping back. The guy who drives his light or his med in the way it should be driven, which should be pushing the map, spotting for the team, moving it around, blah blah blah. It's the one who gets hammered by all the campers at the back. And then look at this. Lo and behold, we got, yeah, okay, fine. So the S35 CA TD, get that. Scavenger. What's that doing there? What is it? What is it doing there? And this is not about to be the worst culprit of the game. So at the point that happened, because I can get a little bit arsey in life, I basically just sat there and went, right, fine, I'm going to camp as well. Do you know what? I'm not going to push this map anymore. I'm not even going to play. I'm going to sit here at the back and farm damage and camp. Which isn't really in my nature. I believe that if you're driving a medium or light tank, you should be pushing the map. I'm not talking about YOLOing, talking about pushing the map. I'm talking about getting out there, going from hard cover to hard cover, flanking, spotting the enemy team, not sitting at the back. And this red team, I was looking at it, and I just felt sorry for the Crusader, because he's the only guy who's actually gone and pushed, and he's sat there and he's spotted for his team, and he's got absolutely bloody deleted for it. And I'm like going, well, I'm not sure what to do about it, really. I mean, I kind of would expect it, you know, if you're playing Fort Despair at tier 1, tier 3, whatever. Yeah, everyone just goes to the 2 sniper points, they camp. You see it on mines as well, right? They learn it there. You get, you know, they sit on their spawn points and they just, no one pushes the map. You could be the only person who pushes the hill, all the rest of it. And when we get into something like tier 5, tier 6, tier 7 and upwards, the behaviour doesn't seem to improve, doesn't seem to modify. And I wonder why, because you're doing more complex maps as well, with so many more options to them. And we can't blame Wargaming for this. They're giving us bigger and better maps every single release. And what are we doing with them? We're sitting at the back in heavy tanks and in lights and meds and camping them up. And the guys who are trying to push the game sat in the middle just getting twatted from multiple different directions. Right, so rant over. So the Hetzer at the back here was going to camp, right? He's obviously gone, he wanted to go and sit in that corner. I'm not going to blame him, he's a TD. He's obviously gone AFK. You know, and I'm in a stinking mood, so I'm just going to farm the AFK. And then here we go. This is look, BDR. So that is a tier 5 French heavy tank, and it has not moved all game from spawn. Now that is disgraceful. You know, this behaviour is, come on, move your butt off spawn. You're in a heavy tank, go support the team, go push, go be a heavy tank. Anyway, second class, rant over. There you see a typical game in the tank. It was a second class game. You can see the numbers were quite high. You can see it's a great tank. So get out the garage and give it a drive and enjoy. See ya. Bye.